Hey my friends, how are you? So I've got the Border Models aeroplanes coming along now in 1/35th scale. So we've got the Focke-Wulf here and I'm repainting the Messerschmitt BF109. So this is the one I sort of newer, I suppose. I've just painted this one up. Just starting to get these decals on because I want to put these on because there's a yellow stripe that goes underneath there and I want to sort of use the decals as a guide. But I freehand sprayed on the dots this time, the camo dots, which is starting to come up much better. I'm a lot happier with the dots now. So this will be Eric Hartmann's aeroplane. I'll show you the underneath. And that's what that's going to be looking like under there. And the yellow line will go underneath those decals. Very nice little aircraft by Border. Very happy with them both, and yeah, it's really good to have them both to see the differences between their two little fighter aircraft. This was their main speed demon and this was like the cavalry. Well, that's what the Focke-Wulf guy designer was saying when he designed this. He was thinking of not being the fastest machine like that, but being, as he was an ex-cavalry man, he was thinking he wanted to make a aeroplane that was like the cavalry aeroplane. Looks really cool. Really starting to tighten it up now, so what I'm doing now is getting all those panels off and we'll start to paint up the interior bits that need to be painted, and we'll go from there. Just getting the panels just there, and that's the propeller for the BF109 and that's for the Focke-Wulf. It's got its little air intake fans at the back. But really nice. I just can't say how impressed I am with these aircraft. Just really impressed. And of course we've gone with the standard 1943 look, and there's a lot to tighten up because I've just taken off the masks, liquid masks and the masking tape, but I'll always leave this on. I'm going to leave the mask on here as well until pretty much the end, I think. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic models. I like the rivets in this one better. They're BF109, but this one is really good. They're finer rivets. But we'll bring all that out better. A lot of decals on the Focke-Wulf. They do a really good decal sheet. You can see there, those decals blend in really well. I'll show you the other side. So you can see the decals just sit really nicely. They go over the folds really well, but there's a lot of them, isn't there? See, even on the back, it says those little red things on the back. We've got do not touch. Heaps of little words. And then even underneath here, you've got all that stuff on the landing gear. I think that's a fuel drum, I'm pretty sure it is. Absolutely stunning aircraft by Border. And I didn't even know this one was coming out until I saw it on AliExpress, and then I'm like, yeah, I've got to get that. That's like one of my favorite airplanes. And I was always hoping that Border did one of these Focke-Wulfs in 1/35th scale. But I'll show you the colour schemes I did with these two, because these two are 1943 aeroplanes. So this is Hartmann in 1943, and this is some Paul guy. I can't remember his name, but he's in France, 1943. So I've gone with this colour scheme. So the first one is RLM 74. So I've used a mixture of SMS's Dunkelgrau, Mr. Color's Dunkelgrau, So these two are different. This is the SMS one is darker. This one's got a lot more green in it. And then to bring out a bit more of the green, I've just used RLM 62. And that's for that darker colour. For the lighter colour, we've gone the RLM 75 Grau Violet, sort of a violety grey. And I've used medium sea grey to give it some contrast and all that kind of stuff. And then for the final colour, we've used RLM 76, light blau, and I used dark blue grey to you know, give it different colour, slightly different colour variation, and I used white to lighten the whole thing up, so everything got a bit of white on it. And I used SMS's Gelb, so that's RLM 4 for the yellow. On the propeller, I used Mr. Colours RLM 66. And I've finished it off with just the, this is not the actual one, I've used Mr. Colour is in there, and that's their satin, clear satin one. Really good, really good. Mr. Colour is really good, but SMS is really good as well. Both really good brands. And this is the guide I'm going off, so I'm just doing Hartmann's one here. I've made it a little different, the paint scheme and all that, but not a hell of a lot different. So see how we go. See how we go. But yeah, really excited by them both. They look pretty cool together, don't they? Really cool. And they're much different. Like, this is a much smaller aeroplane. Sits a lot lower. Hell of a lot less firepower than this one. But still both very cool planes. Well, anyway, I'm going to get back to it, see if I can get these finished, and carry on. I'll speak to you again soon.